This conference will now be recorded.
Same thing, we will have the Jenkins slaves also. All Jenkins slaves, Jenkins clients, like master and client, master and slave. In master, what we will do in master? So we will configure the all the stuff and all, whatever we did in last 2 days and all. So all those things and all we will do in the master. Okay, job configuration, the pipeline configuration, the monitoring, all these things and all. Okay. So in slave, right, in slave or client, right. So for example, so okay, I discussed yesterday. So okay, in Jenkins, right, okay, so we'll have the multiple jobs, hundred of jobs, number of n number of jobs. See, Jenkins is not only for our project, right? So Jenkins, the same Jenkins server will use the across the projects, but for multiple projects, right? So we'll have the n number of jobs, right? So if you execute n number of jobs at a time in same master server, so there will, okay, so there may be chance to overload, right? So overload and the performance issues, all those things and all. To avoid these things, so we'll have the slave concept or client concept. So what we will do, we will configure everything, whatever we discuss, all those things we will configure in the master only. Job configuration, pipeline configuration, everything and all. But just right, we will dispatch the job into client and we will execute the job the client, the slave itself, to avoid the load in the master. Everything we will do in the master only. Configuration, everything and all, okay. Just okay, we will dispatch and we will transfer the job to slave. Just we will execute the job in the slave only. That's it. To avoid the so load in master server. For example, right? So just see, okay. So already we know, okay. So Jenkins, it will okay use the across the projects. For example, I have the 10 projects. For example, I have the 10 projects. For project one, so we'll okay. So they will create or we will create slave one, project two, slave two, project three, slave three, project four, slave four. So like that and all. Otherwise, in our environment only, we'll have multiple environments, like dev, test, Windows environment. For dev and all, we'll create the one slave. For testing environment, we will create the one slave. Or Windows servers, we will create the different slave. Just simple to avoid the load of master server. So we will go for the slave concept. Okay, Gaurav, Revati?
Yeah.
Okay, so that we will configure today. It's easy only, but here right, we will use some Linux commands. Just okay. Just create one more EC in AWS sites. Just okay. So like Jenkins model we created same way, just create more server like slave and all. Whatever you use the method creating Jenkins server, same thing in same way. Create one more server called as log into slave. Log into slave. Okay. Just test it with the login and all. That's it. So then follow the documentation. So log into just here that we have to do some configuration. So here we have to, in master already we install Jenkins, Java, all the stuff and all. Okay, but that username, some stuff. Okay, means here that we have to authenticate. We have to create communication between the slave and master. Yeah, it's simple. So here in Linux, in OS level, we have to create the communication between the master and the slave. For that, we have to do some configurations in OS or Linux level. In master already we installed Jenkins and the Java, all the stuff and all, but we have to create some little bit usernames and all. In slave, we no need to install Jenkins. Just we have to install the Java only. In slave, right? In slave, we have to install only Java only. Okay, so no need to install the Jenkins in slave. Okay, first log into Jenkins master. Simple. Just we have to communication between the authentication between the master slave. That's it. Simple. In OS level. Just for that we will create some keys and we'll exchange. Those keys. For you first time, right? It will be difficult. So if you practice 1 or 2 times, it will be very easy. So every environment server we will use the same method. We go production test wherever projects as well, we will use the same method. Okay, same method for authentication. Okay. So this is my Jenkins master. So Jenkins master. So already we know the Jenkins where Jenkins. So this is the Jenkins home directory, but default home directory. Already we discussed all this. So okay, if you want, you can just go this direction. You can check. So all these things under. Okay, just open the documentation. So simple here, right? So we're going to authenticate we are going to create communication authentication bit Jenkins master in OS level, in Linux level. Okay. So for that, go to Jenkins master and first I'm going to this file. So /etc/password. So okay. So here we got that. Okay. Just let me open this file. I will show you. If you come last line, okay. You see here, you can see some Jenkins username or some Jenkins server details. Here, once you install Jenkins in your master server, Jenkins in your master server, automatically you will create the one username also. It called the name of Jenkins. Okay. So in this file /etc/etc in password file. Okay. /etc/password. Okay. You can see the file name here in the bottom. /etc password passwd, not full password, passwd /etc/password. Okay. So in this file you can see the all your usernames, whatever. Okay, in Linux level, whatever we have usernames, for example, user Javati, user Gaurav, user Ram, user EC2 user Jenkins, all these users, right? All this user information. So we can see the in this file /etc/passwd. Same thing. Once we install the Jenkins, automatically, so Jenkins will get the own username also. You can see the our last entry, the Jenkins. Okay. So Jenkins and his home directory, you can see here. This user, Jenkins user, home directory is the /lib/Jenkins. Okay. Here you can see /false. False means is inactive status. Okay. Inactive status. Just we will make active. You can see false means it's inactive status. Okay. So what I will do, I will make the active status. So just press insert button in our laptop. Okay. This is the VA editor. Okay. VA editor. So we have to do. Okay. If you want to edit something, we have to insert something. Okay. Yeah, insert button in our laptop. What will the bin bash? Yeah. Instead of false, just remove false, put bash. Means it's kind of inactive status. You are inactive status. Okay. So I will make. Okay. I'm making an active status. That's bin bash. Okay, Revati. Gaurav, any questions here? Any confusions?
No, Ram.
Ram, this is master Jenkins, right?
Okay. Yes, yes, Gaurav. This is the master. Now I'm in the master world.
So what you are trying to
Yes,
enable?
Gaurav.
Are you trying to enable slave or?
So here I just I'm okay. Just here basically I'm trying to configure authentication between the master and slave. Now I am the master. So master, I just I'm enabling Jenkins username in this file.
Okay.
So slash is here, right? So once you install the Jenkins, automatically it will create the one username like called Jenkins, but it was in inactive status. So here, right, to making communication between master and slave, okay, in master server, just I'm in Jenkins. Okay, so no need to get the Jenkins. Already it was there. So once you install the Jenkins software, so automatically Jenkins user will create. Okay, so just in here in this file, just I'm making active status. So before it was in the bin files, just I'm removed files and putting the bash. Bin bash means just I'm activating that Jenkins username in server level. Okay, Gaurav?
Yeah, got it.
So here, right, in whatever Linux server, okay, so while changing anything in configuration, so this is one of the configuration file. Just make sure it's correctly. If you do something wrong, right, so once you log out, then you can't log in. Okay, any Linux server, not only here, anywhere, any Linux server. If you do some mistake, like if you do some like wrong configurations, format, or configuration in any config file, any means in server level, in OS level configuration file, if you do any mistake as a wrong method, wrong format, so once you log out it, after you can't log in. It's very difficult. Okay, so make sure. Okay, just cross check and make sure. So give correct formats or correct spellings, all those things. Okay, the colons, the slash, and give correctly. If you do any something, right, any mistake or any something, okay. So once you log out it, after you can't log in Linux servers. Okay, right. So now it is in insert mode. Just press escape in your laptop. Colon WQ means I'm saving and quitting this file. Okay, so that's okay. Now that what I will do in Jenkins master only. Now I'm the master only. Okay, so don't confuse here. I'm the master, Jenkins master only. Next, create the password for the user. So create the password. So now I have just set some password for the Jenkins user using that command. Give some password, whatever password. This is the command pass wd Jenkins means. So we are setting a new password for one Jenkins user. Okay. Go to next step. So now what I did. So okay. Step right here in the first step. So I'm trying to create a Jenkins user. Already it was there. I enable that shit. So okay, instead of creating, just okay, I try to enable the existing user, the Jenkins. In second step, I set up the password for Jenkins user. In third step, so I'm giving full access to this Jenkins. Full access means by default it will not get full access. In third step, I'm going to give the full access to my Jenkins user. Go this file slash va slash etc slash sudo file. Okay, just add this entry. If you add this entry, so then it will get the full access, kind of admin access. Okay, means okay, you can see in this file, right, slash etc slash sudo. If you add this entry, okay, you can see here this entry, then you will get the full access to the server, means kind of admin access. Okay, now I am going to provide the full access or admin access to this user Jenkins. Just come down. Okay. So okay, all this is the server level config files, just to make sure you correct format, correct spellings, colons, that slash, all those things and all. If you give some mistake, right, then once you log out, you can next time you are unable to log in. Okay, so okay, here right, you can, so anywhere you can use that entry, but best practice, come here. So like you can see here, so some root entry and all. So come here and press insert button. It will come to insert mode. Come to insert mode. Just add your user here. So Jenkins. And the same format. Okay. All means, so this user, okay, will get admin access for all the commands. Means you can execute all the commands. Like it's like admin kind of access. Okay, Revati, Gaurav.
Ram, in projects also, do we give same access level to Jenkins?
Where?
In normal projects, do we give same access level to Jenkins?
Yes. We'll go same. We'll follow the same method.
Okay, got it.
Here, right, see, and production, right? So production, right? So okay, there is some service accounts. Okay. Anyway, you will have your own accounts, like user Revati, user Gaurav, you will have own accounts. Okay. Along with, you will have some different service accounts, Jenkins or some name, or DevOps, Jenkins or something. Okay, you will have some different. Okay, maybe names will be different, but same method. So these things we will call the service accounts. Okay, Gaurav.
Yeah, Ram, got it.
Revati, for you, right? So maybe okay, you are new to Linux, right? So maybe you get confused. Just follow and try to configure. If you have any questions,
ma'am.
just let me know. I will help you.
Sure.
Okay, right. So here, just I'm okay. Making this entry in this file /etc/sudoers. Okay, this entry means I am giving full access. I am giving admin access to Jenkins user. Save it. Here I just make sure just give correct brackets. Okay, yeah, some that you can see the same format. If you give any wrong format or something, right? So once you log out, after you can't log in. At all, it's any config file. If you give some any wrong format or something, right? Any okay, wrong format, and so you can't log in later. Save it. Done. Okay. So first what I did, so okay, I was trying to create the Jenkins, but it was already there. Just I enable, that's it. Okay, so just I enable. The second step, okay, I set up password for Jenkins user. And third step, I given full access to my user Jenkins. Okay, so now you can see. So next step, just okay, just switch it to your username, your new username, whatever. In my case, I have Jenkins, right? Switch it to your new username, Jenkins. SU hyphen your username, Jenkins. SU space hyphen space Jenkins. So it okay. I'll switch it to. Now you can see the difference. Now I'm in my Jenkins user. Okay. Now I log in with my Jenkins user. Means I switch it to my user. Okay. So from root Jenkins. Switch it, okay. Then so generate the keys. Generate the some keys. So message keys to my user, my Jenkins user. The same keys I will let to my slave. Create communication between the master and Okay, that we'll discuss later. But what I will do, so now I am generating. Now I switch it to my user to Jenkins from root. You can see SUI from Jenkins means it will switch to Jenkins from root. One switch there, just okay, just okay. Check the location if you want to look. Okay, PWD. PWD means present working directory. Now where you are, it will show where you are. Present working directory. Now I'm in this location where lib Jenkins under. So in this here, what's the command? Yes, I'm generating keys. Keygen. Yes, it will generate some keys. Okay, this command, right? It will generate some keys, some such keys for this user. For this user in the server. Yes. Now in master server, I'm generating some keys for Jenkins user. Just give SSH -keygen keygen. Okay, you can see in this location. By default, in this location, it will save the keys. It will create the SSH keys. Just give in default. Give enter. Just enter. Just give enter. Okay, in this location. So it's created. If you go this location, right? You can see here it's created some public keys. ID underscore RSA dot public keys, some public keys. Now what I will do, this public keys exchange to my slave. If I exchange to my slave, they both master and slave will get the communication with the authentication. This kind of seconding, like handshaking. Okay. Okay, Gaurav, Revati.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Ram.
Same thing. If you go tomorrow company in production also, same method. Okay, same method only. Maybe there we'll use different usernames or different paths. Yeah, I'm using some Jenkins user and some path, some slash var slash lib some path. Maybe they read tomorrow you will use different user like DevOps or something else, some different name and different path, but same method, same command, same method. Okay, right. So now, right. So I have generated some keys to my user Jenkins in master server. Later, what will do? This keys I will exchange it to my slave. A kind of handshaking. Okay, so let's again seconding. Right. Now go to documentation. See what is there. Now go to slave. Okay. Now log into slave. Whatever. Just it. Now go to the follow. So now log into slave in Linux server. Okay, Linux server. So this is slave server, the Linux server. Already I logged in. Okay. Already okay. So log into your slave Linux server. Simple, yeah. Now again I explain what we are trying to do. So already videos why the slave concept and all. Here, right, to run jobs in slaves which you are configured in master, right? First of all, they need to have some communication, right? Communication. Those server, the both servers between the both servers. So we need to create some communication, right? For that, what I did in master server, I have created one Jenkins user, some user, not only Jenkins. If you want, you can create a different user also, like Gaurav or Revati or DevOps or some else, whatever you need, you can create it. Some okay, that depends upon the company standards. So here at Jenkins, I'm using the same Jenkins user, but once you install the Jenkins, automatically it will create the one Jenkins. Just okay, but when false status means inactive status, I became Okay, okay. So I make it active status, then set up the password. Then I given full access to the Jenkins user. Then I have created some keys to the Jenkins user. Right. Later, so the keys I will access to my slave. If I access the keys to slave, okay. So master and slave will get the authentication or communication. Okay. Now come to slave. So now come to slave. Log into slave server. Okay. Just follow this. Just follow the documentation. So slave Java. So no need to Jenkins. Just only just install the Java. In production, right? Almost all the servers. So if okay, all the servers. So you will install the Java. Means if you are working in Java projects, if you have Java applications, if Java projects or Java applications, so you must install the Java project, Java software. But different versions, maybe it will okay. So maybe different versions or different commands, but same process. Install the Java. Okay, Java. Now I'm in the root. Then yum install Java in your slave. Now I'm in the slave. Any confusions? Any questions, Revati, Gaurav?
No, Ram.
Maybe first time, right? You'll get confusions. Okay, just once practice. Still, if you have any
Yeah,
questions,
Ram.
just okay. Let
If
me
I
know. I
have
will
any
help
doubt,
you.
I'll ask you. Yeah.
In slave, just install the Java. Means all the servers install the Java in production, right? But because almost okay, all will use all Java applications only, Java applications. So if you want to use your Java your servers, okay. Install, then just okay. So means all whatever we did, some master also, so whom that some yeah, okay, that's some variables. They export all those variables. We have to, so we have to enable all this stuff. Okay. So whenever you're working in just the VA editor or config files, just make sure you correct and all. Okay. If you miss something, right, again, it's very difficult to find out. Not only here, in production also, whenever you're working with the VG editor or any config files, just make sure correct spellings, correct format, okay, those things. If you miss something, right, so once you log out from there, later you can't log in, and it's very difficult to find what is the issue. So, okay, so careful with the VG editor and in config files.
Ram, are you there? Ram, Revati?
I can hear you, Gaurav.
Yeah, I think I can't hear Ram.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's play.